by Ms. Speier of California. At the end of the bill, before the short title, insert the following section. None of the funds made available by this act may be used in contravention of Section 4712 of Title 41 United States Code.
Pursuant to House Resolution 641, the gentlewoman from California and a member opposed each will control 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentlewoman from California.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think we can all agree that we want the workers at our nuclear facilities to be proactive in reporting health and safety violations. Seems pretty obvious. In California, whistleblowers were key in pointing out critical safety problems at the San Onofre nuclear generating station. Had these brave whistleblowers not come forward, we could have had a Fukushima-like meltdown right next to the Marine Corps base at Camp Pendleton and within 50 miles of 8 million Americans. We need more whistleblowers, not less. That's why I was flabbergasted to learn that the Department of Energy has allowed its contractors to force their employees to sign agreements not to disclose waste, fraud, or abuse. The DOE's allowance of non-disclosure agreements has been the subject of ongoing congressional investigations, which found that whistleblowers at the Hanford plutonium processing plant in Washington state were fired after raising safety concerns. Not only does this violate basic principles of workplace safety, but it circumvents Congress's constitutional duty to conduct oversight over governmental activities. This is part of a pattern of abuse by contractors using employment contracts to hide outrageous crimes within their organizations. In 2005, an employee of a contracting company deployed to Iraq was gang raped by her coworkers and was then prevented from going to court because her employment contract said that sexual assault allegations would only be heard in private arbitration. Another contract worker in Iraq reported $80 million in fraud by the major defense contractor that employed him and was terminated for blowing the whistle. The employer used the excuse that the employee had missed a conference. Shockingly, the Department of Energy is actually subsidizing this type of illegal and unethical activity with taxpayer money. In many instances, DOE is picking up the legal tabs for these contractors, funding long legal battles against the very whistleblowers who have bravely come forward to protect public health and safety. The DOE told me just this week that they have no intention of stopping these subsidies and that they would only seek reimbursement from the contractors if the whistleblower won in court. My amendment is simple. It makes clear that the Department of Energy must protect non-federal employees from whistleblower retaliation. It is the workers on the front lines who are best suited to identify and expose misconduct, but contract workers are the most vulnerable to termination. The risk of career-ending retaliation is currently too great for most non-federal employees to blow the whistle on their employer or contract manager. The DOE must stop allowing its contractors to stifle whistleblowers through illegal workplace secrecy agreements and taxpayer-funded lawsuits.
Will the gentleman yield?
I certainly will.
We'd be happy to accept the amendment.
And I would be delighted to close, Mr. Chairman.